Have you ever felt like you were broken compared to the other kids? Well, that was me growing up. I never seemed to belong, and I always felt like something was wrong with me. I grew up with quite a lot of friends, and they were all very expressive. They knew how to talk and knew how to hold a conversation. I never seemed to get the hang of that. Interacting with people always felt off, like the person I was talking to didn't really understand me, or they just agreed to whatever I said just to get me to stop talking. So, whenever I felt this way, I'd just close my mouth. I'd nod or shake my head, no words. That was my thing. Even before school, I remember just sitting there watching everyone else. My friends would be running around, laughing, arguing about nothing, just living, and I'd be on the other side, quiet, taking it all in. Nobody really noticed because I was just always there, the quiet one, the one with who nods, the one who smiles when something is funny but never laughs out loud. I wasn't sad exactly. I was more just like watching life through a window. Everyone else was inside where it was warm and loud and full of energy, and I was outside looking in. And the strange part is, I didn't even fully understand why. I wanted to be there with them, I just didn't know how. Every time I opened my mouth to say something, it felt like the words would come out wrong or too late, or nobody would care, so I stopped trying. That became my normal, quiet, invisible, safe. That all worked out until primary school. The first day felt like an absolute nightmare. How was I supposed to make friends being the way I am? I was stressed out of my mind. I even tried my way into staying home, but my mother wasn't buying it. So we get there, and the kids already know each other. They're talking, they're playing, they're laughing, and I'm just standing there already feeling invisible. Starts, the teacher begins introducing herself, and I'm sitting there staring at her silently, praying she didn't ask us to introduce ourselves. And yep, she does it. The kids who loved attention obviously went first. One by one, all around the class, names what they wanted to be when they grew up, the whole thing, and then they get to me. My mind goes blank. What do I say? What if they laugh? Am I stupid? I pull myself together. The teacher that walks up to me smiles and says, "So, who do we have here?" I don't even stand up. I don't have the confidence for all of that. I stutter. I'm Homer Davidson. She asked what I want to be when I grow up, and I have no idea. So I just say I wanted to be a doctor because it sounds fancy. She smiles and moves on. After that first day, I thought maybe it would get easier. It didn't. Every single day, I would walk into the classroom, sit down, and just wait for it to be over. The other kids had already formed their little groups by the end of the week, and I just never found a way in. Lunch was the hardest part. Everyone had somewhere to go, someone to sit with, and I'd just get my food, find a spot on my own, and just watch. I got really good at looking busy so nobody would feel sorry for me. I'd stare at the ground and pretend to be thinking really hard about something, anything to look like I chose to be alone. But I didn't choose it. I just didn't know how to change it. The whole year went like that, quiet, alone. I'd come home and my mom would ask how school was, and I'd just say fine because what else was I going to say? There was a moment that year that I still think about. There was a group project, and the teacher let everyone pick their own partners. You know that moment, that horrible moment where everyone turns to their friend and you're just sitting there hoping someone looks your way. Nobody did. The teacher had to pick me with a group herself. She did it quietly, trying not to make a big deal out of it, but everyone saw. And I just sat there and acted like it didn't bother me. I was good at that by then, acting like things didn't bother me. I went home that day and just laid on my bed, staring at the ceiling for a very long time. I wasn't even crying, I was just empty. Things didn't change overnight. It took time, but eventually something shifted, and it came from the most unexpected place. One person. I don't even remember exactly how it started, but just ended up near each other enough times that eventually words happened, and for the first time, I didn't feel like performing. I didn't feel like I was trying to be someone I wasn't just to keep the conversation going. They just got it. They got me. The silences were awkward, the words came easier. I didn't feel like I was being tolerated. I felt like I was actually wanted in the conversation. That one person changed everything, not because they fixed me, but never broke me. Because they showed me that the right person exists. That someone out there is the someone who speaks your language, even if it takes a while to find them. If you're watching this and you're going through something similar, just know that you're not alone. It gets better, not all at once, not in the way that you can plan for, but it does. The right person will find you, and they will find you when you least expect it. You're not broken. You're not too quiet or too weird or too much. You just haven't found your right people yet. If this resonated with you, press subscribe and like. Let's get it to more people who need to hear this. And thank you for hearing me out.